It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He had a great week last week. Well,
the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Levis to throw off play action. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Able to shake, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years. Never felt fully right. Well, now you got 2 New York teams with 2 different homes. And this team in Brooklyn, I'll tell you what, walking in, seeing the excitement on the fans' faces, they are ready to embrace a team here in Brooklyn. And this should be a fun experience to watch unfold. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And a good game here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Richardson off the play fake. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bisons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Duvernay in motion. Levis now on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short. It's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looking for Traylon Burks that time, and it's third down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL. They get Levis in trouble. Down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sag him for a loss of 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this will be taken at the 13. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. On the draw is Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Richardson will keep it once again. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Gay's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, cooking to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They go play action with Richardson.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Richardson yet again.
That's going to be caught with the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jelani Woods.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First and 10, here's Levis.
He dumps it off for Henry. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Out of bounds, now at the 8-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, here's Levis. And that'll be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And able to get this out to the 25. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. First and 10, it's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He's going to look deep down the field. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with North versus South in the Sunshine State. Jacksonville traveling down I-95 to take on Miami. And they are just about ready to head to halftime with the Dolphins on top. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jordan Love, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down. Here's Richardson to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On third down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Levis now off of play action. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's over the middle and caught by Aiyuk. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's Levis now on 3rd and long. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Second down and 4. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll get the hook up there to Woods.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
3rd and 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh 7 downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things, since it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Levis now on 2nd down. Cockrell holds it in left side. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That's taken in by Duvernay.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll throw it again with Levis. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Number 10, DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Levis is that's taken in by Okonkwo. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Henry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Levis. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Levis. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down. And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through. Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team. We'll see how they respond now.
45-yard line.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that will be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Richardson looking to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop.
That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So they elect to pass up on the field goal here that would have given them the lead late, Charles. They must have thought they had a play up their sleeve that would work. I guess they did. They got it.
They did. Exactly. I'm with you on that one. They felt confident in that play. They may have also looked at their defense and said, let's not put them back out there in this situation anymore. Let's bleed this clock down even further. And even if they do have to kick the field goal or attempt it again, at least now they don't have to play as much defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.